Hey guys, this video is going to be my next bump date video. I am now 23 weeks today. I'm filming this a little bit later than I had originally wanted to. I originally said that I wanted to have my bump date videos uploaded on either Sundays or Mondays, but that didn't happen. So we're gonna start with week 21. So week 21, some of these are gonna be a little bit TMI because I did have a lot of physical changes, and I feel like whenever pregnant women talk about physical changes, everyone just like freaks out. So the very first thing that I noticed in week 21 was I was having a lot of breast changes. They were just swollen in certain areas. I can't really explain it. It almost just, it was weird. But it would go away, like it would come and go. I don't know if hormones make it happen, but basically the breastises have gone through weird physical changes. If you guys know what I'm talking about, leave a comment below so people don't think I'm totally crazy. I had a very tender abdomen during week 21. Pretty much pressing down in certain areas would feel a little bit tender. Sometimes when I use the Doppler, it would be a little bit tender. This is my first pregnancy, so I don't know if maybe my body just like the first time ever expanding this way. Obviously I'm bigger than I've ever been in my life. I'm sure that's what causes a little bit of the tenderness. So I did have a tender abdomen. Fatigue, which has run the entire pregnancy, well, most of the pregnancy I should say. I just get really tired come 3 o'clock. I'll have like a juice and it will wake me up till probably about 7 o'clock, and then by 7 o'clock it's like, I gotta go to bed. I am no fun at nighttime. I do not enjoy going out to dinner. I enjoy takeout at home where I can literally just be in PJs all night and not have to worry about getting ready or being awake for an extended period of time after 7 o'clock at night. I was getting a little bit of back pains, I believe the way that I was sleeping. I was using a Boppy body pillow, and I was using it for probably about 2 or 3 weeks. But the problem with me is I cannot, for the life of me, sleep on my left side. And the point of it is to help you train to sleep on your left side because that's the side you're supposed to sleep on when you are pregnant. I'm the worst pregnant woman, I guess. I do not sleep well on my left side. I always wake up either on my back or on my right side. And so having the Boppy pillow was almost making it to where I just wasn't getting any sleep. And so I was laying in weird positions, using the pillow plus trying to lay on my other side, moving around at nighttime. Like, it just was more uncomfortable and caused more pain. It caused more just back pain. I haven't had hip pain yet. I'm not sure when that's coming, but I have not had any. It caused more pain, and I think that's where my back problems were coming in. But since I haven't had them, I think I had them for maybe 3 days straight, and after that they went away. Acid reflux, you guys just know that's gonna happen pretty much the rest of the pregnancy. Acid reflux, just constant. A little more of an upset stomach. Week 21, I didn't feel good. My stomach was just constantly upset. There's just a lot of shifting going on in your body, and it just was not, I just didn't have a very happy stomach that week. Very tender pelvic area prop from sitting too long. So when I was walking around, which this was really weird, when I would walk and step with my left foot especially, it just felt like so much pressure down in my pelvic area. And I could tell it was my uterus. Like I could physically tell that's what it was. But it felt heavy and like pressure and somewhat painful when I would walk. And I remember walking around Bye Bye Baby and just being like, I just want to go because I'm not walking correctly. I feel like it hurts as I walk. And I think it's because that week I did sit a lot. I did a lot of work on the computer, obviously. And honestly, when you're pregnant, even if you don't feel the pain, because a lot of pregnant women have pain sitting down for an extended period of time, I haven't experienced that personally yet. You want to make sure that you're walking around every hour, and that's where the Apple Watch has really helped me. It makes me make sure that I'm walking around every hour, and I just try to consciously make sure that I do, and it just will keep your body moving, keeps your joints and muscles and everything warm and moving, and so you don't have this type of problem. So I'm pretty sure that's what was causing it. Or again, there was just another shift in growing and stretching, and some symptoms and round ligament pains and stuff like that just cannot have an actual explanation. It's just pregnancy. You're pregnant. That is your explanation. Headaches almost every single night again, which causes nausea and upset stomach. Yes, the allergens are now flooring everywhere. It is really bad already here in Florida, and a lot of people are complaining about it, and I think that's what was going on, but I wasn't aware of that. It wasn't necessarily a pregnancy symptom like I thought it was. I just was getting really bad headaches, and pretty much every time I get a headache now, it makes me nauseous. I go from literally like feeling no head pain at all to like feeling really, really bad head pain. So every single night I was experiencing that, which is just weird. Varicose veins in the back of my calf. Yes, I am starting to get very, very tiny, skinny, little like purple blue veins in the back of my calves. I didn't ever notice them before pregnancy. I just recently started noticing them. They're very small and they like are in patches. I also have been noticing them in like, wait, not varicose veins in my abdomen, but like dark spots, like random dark spots, like where, you know, the baby is, like in my, like right under my belly button, just random spots and tons of veins. I don't know if I've talked about that in any of my bump dates, but like the veins are everywhere. They're like, especially when you get out of the shower and you took like a somewhat warm shower, the veins, your whole chest is like blue. They go all through your arms. They go, I even have veins that are like going up to like my neck and chin. They're like obviously all in your chest, your breast. And then now that I've gotten bigger, I can see them more. They're not like raised or anything, but they're blue veins. They're like down the sides of my baby bump. So like all down the sides, you just see all these like veins coming everywhere. So veins are like a huge, huge thing. They pretty much have for most of the pregnancy though. I've noticed the blue veins for a long time, and I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you guys, but blue veins have been real. So yeah, that's pretty much all I noted for week 21. Again, it's just pretty much been the same thing over and over. For week 22, I made one note in my notes, but I have a few other things I want to mention. So for 22 weeks, I had an amazing appointment. Doctor was so much fun, measured my fundal height. Baby's head is an inch or two above my belly button, took blood pressure and weight, said everything looks great. So I had my 22-week appointment last Monday, and he was like the coolest doctor ever. As you guys know, I see a different doctor all the time, and that's just because you don't know who's gonna actually deliver the baby, so you see everyone in the entire practice. He was like the coolest doctor I think I've ever had. Him and my main doctor are definitely neck and neck on my favorite. He just made me feel so good. He was so much fun. He did, I believe it's called the fundal height. So he did that. He said that was perfect. Listened to the heartbeat, got my blood pressure, everything like that was good. He pushed down like in a spot on my belly and he goes, yeah, the baby's right there. And I'm like, no, he's not. I like freaked out. I'm like, there's no way he's that high up. And he goes, push right here. He had me press and I could feel the baby and it freaked me out. I'm like, oh my gosh, and like almost like got flush or something. I was like freaking out that I like could feel the baby. I have never like physically felt them from like the outside, like the baby. I obviously have felt kicks, but I've never felt the baby. So that was really weird, but really, really cool at the same time. And yeah, so the baby is so much higher than I thought. Otherwise, week 22 was the same as week 21. I had lots of fatigue, so much, I was so tired all the time. I didn't have quite as much acid reflux, which is really weird. I obviously still had it, but I don't think it was quite as much. I was getting some headaches still a little bit, which would cause nausea. I think I took a nap during week 22, so I think now I've officially taken 3 or 4 naps my entire pregnancy. I don't like naps. I know pregnant women technically should take naps. I don't like taking them. There's something wrong with me, but I don't like taking naps, and I think I took my nap in week 22. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I've been feeling really, really, really good the past week. As far as energy goes, I have energy, but much earlier in the day. I noticed that coffee does not do anything for me. It does not wake me up. That I notice. I'm still always pretty tired. But as far as my energy, as long as I stay moving, my energy stays up. As soon as I sit down and work on the computer, whether it be on the couch, even at my desk, I then lose the energy. So I try to keep my body moving all the time. I try to be active. I try to make sure I'm standing up every hour. And when I mean standing up, I mean like walking around. Just the more active I am, the better I feel. The more I get out of the house and I'm doing stuff, the more awake I am. Although we went to dinner this past weekend and I almost fell asleep like 20 times. But yeah, it is what it is. So now on to the part that I don't know why I find this part of the video weird. I remember saying in one of my bump date videos that I was not going to do any bump shots because I wasn't into doing them, and I just find them weird. But I am gonna go ahead and do them for you guys this pregnancy, especially now that I'm bigger, because you guys requested them and you guys wanted to see in my videos. I guess that's just something people are into. So we're gonna do the bump shot, so here we go. So that is my bump date for you guys. I don't really have a lot to update you guys on, thankfully. I like it this way. I like that I don't have a ton of stuff to talk to you guys about. makes me feel good. I would love to hear your symptoms down in the comments. Make sure you're following my Instagram account because that is where I'm doing all of my bump date photos, and I'm trying to update you guys with different products or different things that I'm really like enjoying during my pregnancy. I love updating you guys there. So make sure you're following my Instagram and all my other social channels. I always have them linked down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to follow along with my journey, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.